Alright, this is the set 16 preset video. It's literally the night before, and I just have a few quick things to say about preset. I never want to commit to anything. That's a problem with me. I feel like if I commit to things, or no, it's, you know, I think I get too in my head about it, and then I don't want to do it, and then so it's kind of indecisiveness, but not really, you know. But it doesn't really apply here because I'm committing to something that maybe it does. I don't know. I don't want to commit to it, but I'd say there's a 95% chance I get Challenger this set. Maybe 90. We'll see. But yeah, the first few things I want to say, and I could have made this video when I watched More Dogs video. I really appreciate this set, whether it goes well or not well. First of all, maybe I'm cursing them. It can't be worse than the last set, set 15, KO Coliseum, the anime set. That was actually the 2-hit KO set, but it was actually the anime set. It can't be worse than that one. But here, I think what I appreciate is that the team genuinely tried. They actually tried to make the game better. They tried really hard, and yeah, so the mechanic, I don't know, but I appreciate it. They put in stuff they actually tried balancing the augments, which is for at some point, yeah, did I already say this in a video, but if you watch my previous set videos, I'm just ranting constantly about how so many augments are just horrible and untakeable, and maybe that'll be the case this set, but at least they tried. At least they tried to balance the augments. Yeah. I don't know how they can... Well, this is a complaint for our last set, but I don't know how they can remove augment stats and then they don't balance the augments. What? Interesting. Maybe it's more of a I'm not gonna talk bad about it because they're doing a few things. One, they actually tried to balance the augments. Two, they are bringing back stats, kind of, and it's basically More Dogs going to tell you the outlier augments in either direction, so above, below 4.3 or something above 4.8, which is not stats, but it's good enough. It's a step in the right direction, and I personally hate the idea that one, you're reliant on Mortdog. You're putting this extra work on Mortdog. He actually has to do this. You said, he could only do it for the first month of the set, or he wouldn't guarantee it past the first month, which is just, in some sense, yeah, how much do you need it? But in another sense, it's first of all, it shouldn't be on Mortdog. It's weird that's through unofficial channels. I guess stat sites are unofficial, but come on. And then, I don't know, yeah, so that's weird, but it's I really appreciate that they're doing that. I appreciate that they tried to balance the augments, and that's that. And flexibility, 5 costs, the vertical nerfs, I just yeah, it's good, and the league mechanic has to be better than the last one. So yeah, I'm really excited about this set. But one thing I'll say is I was playing Project PvE, and this is the most hype set in a while. This is another tangent. I feel like I have a pretty good grasp of my own brain and my cognitive thought processes. That doesn't mean I can fix them, or I know how to do that. I'm not like a psychologist or a therapist. I'm sure if I talk to one of those, they could tell me a lot more interesting things that would be helpful and like give me actionable things I can do to improve stuff like that. But I feel like I generally have a good grasp of a lot of things going on in my brain. But with TFT, I cannot. I like I know that I enjoy every set like on the PBE when it comes out, but and then also like when it launches, I enjoy it way more. And but it was interesting this set because I was playing Project PBE, which is basically like PBE ranked, and I did well on the first day. I played like 3 games. I was averaging like a 3.6 or something, and then like the next day I was like, okay, I didn't play that many games. And then at one point I was just like chain going 8th. I was just running it down. I actually like, I don't know, like maybe if I was like burned out on the set, or like playing ranked is just, yeah, I mean playing ranked obviously, I mean it's interesting because it's not ranked, but it's like in houses, but I don't know, it made me feel like, it made me feel bad because I remember back in the day playing on the beta, the PBE beta, I would just want to spam grind games, and like, I don't know, I just, on the PBE even, they didn't even have ranked when it came out, but maybe that's the factor that makes it different. Now that I have ranked, it's like, what's the point in like putting in the effort when it's not ranked? And there's like diminishing returns for your value because you learned so much more once it does go live. And it also wasn't even on the final patch. And I think the patch before was just like really bad, in my opinion. Like, if you look at the changes they made to Singe, this is hilarious. His base damage went from 18 at one start to 8. I think it's like, yeah, and they gave him a durability nerf. Not like literal durability, but like they nerfed his survivability, I guess is a better term. So think about that as a percentage, 18 to 8. So yeah, interesting. But yeah, so I don't know. I think I can't tell if it was because I was burned out because of Project PBE, or I don't know. I fear that maybe, or maybe it's just the glow of TFT has like worn off for me, which would be really sad. I don't know. But I'm still excited for this set. I'm going to play it and get Challenger, and hopefully play in the first tournament, but it's like at an awkward time. So we'll see. But or maybe it isn't. I don't know. We'll see about that. But there's one more thing. Maybe that's it. Yeah.